And your grandmother, when I'm connecting with her, she's so excited to be here and that you're all here at the same time. She just said to me when I'm speaking to her that you have jewelry box of hers. Was it jewelry box?
Yes.
Yes.
Because she says, you need to talk about the jewelry box and you keep it of hers. And that, this woman, she tells me she was, like when I'm connecting with her, she showed me there was leg issues before her passing. But you got her the walker, or where was the walker?
Yeah.
Because she's like, the minute she couldn't walk, and the minute, she didn't want the walker, but the minute she got it, I felt like that she would like run over people when I'm connecting. Like she's running all around with this walker when I'm connecting with her.
So many things.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because she's like, can you believe this? Because I love this thing. And she's running back and forth. And she said to me, every day was like a good day for her here in the physical world. She says, I knew that I was dying. She goes, even though nobody would talk about it or nobody would say it to me. She goes, you were all bullshitting her. She tells me, like, who told her she was coming home? Or did you tell her? So you told her she was coming home, but she didn't.
Well, she did. I just said, well, who said you're dying? Is what I said to her.
Because she said to me, she goes, I knew I was passing. She goes, but they all tried to hide it from me. She goes, they would tell me I'm coming home, you're fine, it's great. You would never tell her any bad news. No. She goes, you were afraid that it was going to upset her. And you were afraid that she was going to go downhill if she ever knew that she was dying or she was passing, that she'd give up. But she says to me, I know that you did this for me. She says, and I know that you kept this because you didn't want to see me nervous, because when I'm connecting with her, she was like nervous Nelly here in the physical world. Like she's twitching, she would get nervous about everybody around her and the different things that would go on. And she's like, I knew everything that was happening. She goes, you couldn't pull the wool over my eyes. She says, and I was always that way. Like when I'm connecting with her, she actually shows me that back in the day, she showed me like back in the day, like I feel like years before she had passed, she's like, I knew everything that was happening. And she was like quite the gossip queen when I'm connecting with her. How do you connect with the yellow phone or the orange phone?
Orange phone?
The yellow phone in the kitchen. She's talking about the yellow phone in the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, the yellow phone in the kitchen, yeah.
She's like, I love this phone. And she's like, got the phone, it's got this long cord.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And she's like running back and forth, and she's like, okay, what did this one say? What did that one say? What went on with this one? Do you understand that? Yes. And she'd get all the lowdown. She knew what everyone was doing and what was going on and what was happening, who said what. She goes, I used to gossip all day long. I love this thing. She goes, and when other people would listen, she goes, if the cord was long enough, I would just go in the other room.
Yep.
She says, that's what it's like now in heaven. She goes, I get to listen to everything that you do and everything that goes on.
Oh, crap.
She says, and I know that you stopped bringing flowers to my grave.
I was thinking of that today, actually.
What do you mean you were thinking of that today?
I was thinking I promised her I would do it every day, and she said, no, you won't.
So you promised her you were going to bring flowers to her grave every day.
I did.
She knows now that you don't go.
That's right. Well, she said it wouldn't happen anyway.
She was right. Shit, she should have had my job. So no, she said to me, listen, it doesn't matter about the flowers. I know that you told me that, if anything would happen to me, that you would take good care of me. She goes, and I know that. She says, so and it doesn't matter about the way that you remember me, because it matters of what you did for me here in the physical world. She says, and you would have many conversations with me about heaven and the afterlife and what it was like and what to expect and different things, and you would watch TV with me and calm me down and keep the things that I didn't need to hear out of sight and out of mind. She says, so I want to thank you for that. She says, because you allowed me to pass with dignity and grace. She says, I am on the other side, I am with you, and I am watching over you. Give them a round of applause. Can you pass that down this way?